Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. So for today's upload, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Now those of you who have watched my channel for quite a while will know that I thoroughly enjoy the Steam Deck, playing on the Steam Deck, using it. It's very versatile, it's a very cool tool, gaming device, it's very fun, I like it, it's intuitive. And I like tinkering with stuff, but what I didn't like was how file transfers were just so annoying most of the time, especially in the past. Now they've got a lot better in recent times, but before they used to be so bad. Like uh, Warpinator sometimes would be unreliable and wouldn't connect. KDE sometimes would be unreliable, not connect. Sync thing be a pain to set up. SSH, you could do that, but it's also pain sometimes. So I wanted to like find an easy way and a quick way to do it, and I decided to make one thinking it'd be easier than I thought. It wasn't easy, but I've got this far, so I might as well show you what I've gotten. Now, this is my self-hosted Steam Deck hotspot LAN web file sharing server version 3. I'm just going to go through the GitHub, read the instructions with you. You can download it anytime you want. Uh, I haven't tested on a new system because I'm not going to wipe my drive just to test this out. I could partition it, but I've already got it dual booted, so it's a pain. Alright, but anyways, what you're going to do is make a password. You can Google how to do it. I think it's like sudo psswd or something to create a password, to create a pseudo password. Also, you want to have your deck's name be home. Yeah, so you're going to make a password, download zip to home/deck, open a terminal in the file server folder, or cd to the file server folder from the terminal. Once there, run the command sudo, words are hard, sudo setup sh. Just run this command right here. Follow prompts. If it fails, run as sudo or root. If it fails, read the prompts. You may require internet to download packages. Once script completes, it should be ready. Open terminal and start server. For the hotspot, this will be your startup command. For the LAN server, this will be your startup command. Only difference is you change when you want the mode to be in LAN, put LAN. When you want to be hotspot, put hotspot. Um, it will prompt you for a password. Enter it. It will do checks, confirm successful start, or if it failed, check logs if it fails. This version fixes previously known issues. Transfer speeds increased 3 times. Simultaneous external client transfers are now stable with no client disconnects, stalls or hangs. No more needing to reboot from malformed AP getting stuck. To shut down server and bring back Wi-Fi, download a virtual keyboard that lets you use Control C or figure out how to do it on the Steam Deck's virtual keyboard. Server does not run in the background. Do not use diagnostic snapshot functionality. No longer needed and may break things. You can set up your password in the config.py file. Once set up and running, if in hotspot mode, navigate to this address or URL in your web browser. If you're in LAN, go to localhost 5000. You'll be prompted for your password. Type in your password and enjoy. Should transfer almost all file types and multiple files at the same time, even with simultaneous clients using it. Try to avoid pressing the sleep button or toggling the Wi-Fi or airplane mode while server is running. Shut down the server when you're done or want to go to game mode, or put the deck to sleep. If Steam Update breaks the server, run the setup script again. Enjoy. Fix speeds, multi-client transfers to make it more reliable and faster. Update the setup script. Setup script doesn't work. My bad. It shouldn't cause any harm, and if it fails, it should just fail and just restore anything it changes or not change anything. But it should be fine. I haven't tested it out because I haven't been able to get my hands on a fresh Steam Deck install. Well, I can do it, but I don't want to do it. I tried doing it through a VR machine or VM machine, but it didn't work. Or it worked, but it kept crashing. So it worked, but it kept crashing whenever I got the fucking boot to actually work. And I booted into, Steam OS, and then it would crash like a couple seconds later. It wouldn't let me do anything inside Steam OS. I don't know. Maybe it's not strong enough. Maybe I set it up wrong. It was weird. Anyways, it's a tangent. It's another story. You will go down here. You're gonna click the zip file, and that will contain all the files you need. You can't see it because I'm not on the internet right now. Let's see. Let's check out the files. So what you want to do? File server. So you're here. File server, home deck, file server. Um, let's see. This is a file you want to click to change your password. There's an admin password and there's a user password. You can choose any password you want. Just enter it in the place where it says insert password here. And that's basically all you really need to know in here. This is setup script. Uh, you may need to like make some things executable, so keep in mind of that. I'm not sure, but what you're gonna do is open the terminal here. Boom. That's easy, so you don't have to like cd in or nothing like that. This is a startup command. I'm gonna be starting the hotspot mode because that's the more interesting mode in my opinion. The LAN's just a LAN. You know, you just need a router and you're good. The router will take care of most of the work. And then, like I said, it's going to ask you for your password. So you're going to want to enter your password. To enter your password, you're going to want to click enter. And then it's going to run a bunch of checks and then start the server if all the checks pass. Boom, all the checks pass. Hotspot ready. You'll know when it's ready when it says hotspot ready. So what you're going to do from there is you can go straight to any web browser. Go here. Boom. Steam Deck file server. And then log in. So this is a file server. Tells you how many users are active. I'm logged as admin right now. I got a good connection because I'm literally on the host device. Ready to transfer large file. Don't worry about this necessarily. And if you want to upload larger files than 50 gigabytes with like full speed, you might have to go inside of the static chunks JS files and up the threshold and then change the versions in some of the templates and you should be good to go. But it's at like 16, 20 gigabytes right now, the threshold before it starts chunking. So yeah, I don't really upload giant files, but if you ever need to do that, you could do that. Don't worry about this. This doesn't matter. This is old. I just haven't removed it. So this is where it says how many files you selected, how many bytes total, how long it's estimated to take. You can upload to public or private folders. If you upload to public, anybody can see. If you upload to private, only admins can see what's you've uploaded. I might make a username type, like login account type situation, so that if a user, uploads a private file, they can still see it when they relog in somewhere else or relog in the same device, because it's not going to remember that you're a user and that you're that specific user that uploaded that private file. So you won't be able to see it if you try to, like, if you upload a private file, log out, log back in, you won't be able to see anymore. If you log into it from a different device, you still won't be able to see it. But if you're admin, you'll be able to see everything. So admins get full permissions and like full control. So it's basically more for admins. But you can select files. You can also drag and drop. You can drag and drop multiple or just select one. Let's go with small file because this doesn't really represent the actual speeds real world. Since I'm not the host, it's going to be super fast. But this is just a demonstration, and then I'll show you an upload from my phone that'll actually use the speeds that it's going to be using. So you want to come down here, click. You can also clear selection if you want, but start upload. Boom, 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 boom. Fast, fast, fast. And then this is where you can go look at everything. This is the downloads page. So you can download selected, delete selected, select all here, or you can just select them individually here. Select all visible, clears all, just a little bit of help. You can download, delete individual files. Also, you can only delete files that you uploaded, unless you're admin. So you can't delete other people's files. But admin can download and upload any files, and users can download any files that's in the public folder, but they just can only delete their own files. Unless they like I said, unless they log back in, then they won't have the ability to delete their own files in public. Only the admin will be able to. Which is not bad. If you just use it for admin, just like I don't know, have your friends just use it, just give them the user password or whatever, it'll be fine. You can also see who's active, last active. There was also a boot button, but I think I got rid of it because it just wasn't working. But if somebody wanted to try and implement that, they could. So you can come here, download all, download your individual files, delete all files, download all visible files, back to upload, all that good stuff. And so now I'll show you how it looks on the phone.